Good morning. Give me a minute. Look, I need a 2 minute countdown, y'all, this morning. Cause I'll tell y'all about it. Hold on. Give me a 2 minute countdown. Get you something, tag a friend of a friend, and I'll be right back. I need a 2 minute countdown this morning. And I'll tell y'all why when I get on, but I'll be right back. I'm coming, y'all. Tell a friend of a friend. Tag somebody. I'm working on something. Woo. Good morning. Good morning. Tag a friend. I'm coming, y'all. I needed a few seconds. Good morning, Keisha. So good to see you. I'm coming. Now I'm out of breath because I have booked it down booked it down the hallway because I didn't have my water. Good morning, Andrea. So good to see you. Good morning, Damon. I had to take 2 extra minutes. And I'll tell y'all why in a minute. I know it. Slow it down a little bit. I know I went down the hallway because I forgot my water. And y'all know I'm getting my life together in real time, real life. So I like to be truthful and honest. Guess who came? Y'all, he ain't been in a while, because we broke up. But the good deacon showed up, y'all. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. So good to see you. Y'all know I ain't talked about Deacon Sheets in a while. We broke up, right? We broke up. I gave him his papers and stuff. And he said, and you know how he do. He come with that black suede. Y'all, any of y'all that my mama sold, well, my mama sold a lot of things. But she sold Avon. Good morning, Janelle. I'm trying to get my life together. Deacon Sheets showed up today. He didn't want to let me go. So the alarm went off. I got 4 alarms, right? And I hit snooze twice. Then when the third one went off, I ain't even let the fourth one go off. The fourth one is to like, girl, get on up. At the second one and before the third one went off, I hit snooze. So I let the 2 alarms go off, and then I hit snooze on the third one. And then I just turned them out. Then I just hit nothing. Girl, he still got me. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, that good dick, girl, he'll come around and he know the kind of weather this is, when it's raining and kind of really feeling all fall weather where you don't want to really get out of the bed and stuff. Here he come messing with me. I mean, I slept real good, as you can see. Like, I forgot to tie this down before I put the scarf on. And so I was sleeping mighty good. And then here he come. He was like, you ain't got to move, babe. Babe, you ain't got to move this morning. And that's how you do with his little slick self. Good morning, Mother Loretta. Talk about Deacon Sheets. The good deacon got me this morning. He ain't been around in a while, but every now and then he try to show up because he said, oh, you think you can do this without me? You think you could get your little, do think you ain't gonna need me or something? And that's how he do. He try to slide right on in. But I done told him we broke up. And he just don't want to. Good morning, Dr. Lejeune. Talking about me and the good deacon. You know how a deacon do. the deacon sheets, honey. So then I didn't have my water. I ain't had nothing because I was just new. I said, girl, do you see what time it is? So I just hit the play button and said, give me 2 minutes. So that's what that was all about. The good deacon had got a hold of me this morning, and whoo, boy, he didn't want to let me go. But we know that God is in the midst of everything, and we know that he was tempted. Yes, girl, he tempted me. Put on that black suede. He know I like black suede, and so here he come messing with me with the black suede. So peace is what we've been talking about, y'all. We've been having all this good peace, and shout out to everybody that put their songs out there yesterday. And so, but here's the deal: some of y'all's links don't work. So I don't know how you did it. How I did mine is I copied the song from YouTube. I came out of YouTube, went to the post on Facebook, and then click the link because I want to make us a playlist. But some of y'all had some good title songs, but um I couldn't get your links. So I saw good morning, Courtney, from the West Coast. Come on. And Mother McKnight. And so I know yours is I Told the Storm. Even though the winds may blow. I think I want you to know. I think that's the song, ain't it? And that's a good one. And so, but I don't have y'all's links, so I can put together our playlist. So when the enemy come, good morning, Teresa, good morning, Mother McKnight. I I want to make that list for us, y'all. Cause at the end of the 30 days, I'm gonna put together all our affirmations. Good morning, Mo, all the way from the VA is in the house. And I know we got some Massachusetts is in the house. Every now and then Pakistan come on through. And so yes, and good morning, Sister Chris. So yes, okay, she said the song's really inspired. So Keisha, what it was is we talked about peace, and we know that peace gives everything that we need. And so yeah, this is one of the Beatitudes. Blesses the peacemaker. See, Brother Damon, he be ahead of the game here. But when we were talking about peace and what are the things that we have to do. So what we were doing is you find a song that gets you through when you're going through. And I put a picture up. It's got like, what do you do in the peace to the storm or something? It's a musical notes and things. And so good morning, Margaret. So good to see you. Still been praying for you, lifting you up in prayer. I may not say anything to you, but I'll do it. But you know what? We need to do a lunch. We need to get together and do a lunch because I ain't seen your face in a minute. So so we were posting those songs, and then I'm gonna put together a playlist. And so many of you tagged the songs, but your link wasn't working. It didn't show your link. So I think like Janelle, uh who else was on there? Courtney, yours, Jaleeta's, um it was several of you all that posted it in it. Veronica, it wasn't the song. It was the link, but not the song. And so if you give me the name of the song, I can just grab the link and then I'm gonna put it together. I'll be around all these young people and I'm gonna say, y'all, can y'all put me together this playlist? And then all I have to do is send it. And everybody, you have your playlist right there together. And so that's what we're doing because we're building some tools because we know sometimes life be lifing, right? And so sometimes that we may not make some of the best choices. And then I don't know, it might be the way you shared it. Like if you click the link and it gives you the option to go straight to Facebook, it may have done it that way. But we will we will see it out. So maybe, and maybe if y'all just text it to me if you got my number, or inbox me, um, then we can work it out. We'll figure it out. But if you tell me the name of your song, I'll go grab it, because I want us to have these tools, because we want to be ahead of the enemy, right? Because he always tries to trip us up and get us off course, because he knows we have a greatness in within us. He know that we have the power to do some things, and he know that people are waiting and depending on us. And so if he can get us off kilter, if he can get us not to be at peace, because see, if you ain't at peace, you ain't happy, you don't think right, you don't do stuff right, you just cut up. Like, well, let me say that. Let me just say it for me. But am I by myself? If you're not in that kind of peace, if God's peace is not with you, and you're not walking in what God have for you, is that right? Yes, be proactive in our walk ahead, because we know he coming, right? He coming. He try to come every morning to keep me getting out of the bed. Like the other morning, y'all didn't even know it. I saw Mother Deborah say that her mama's is Arthur. Arthur Arthur ain't came my way. But let me tell you something. Deacon Sheets, baby, he tries to do it every time. And don't let don't let me get Freddie involved. Because when it's starting to get warm, Freddie is my fleece blanket, y'all. And when I tell you I wrap around it, and I love a blanket, I love a soft blanket. Like, like that's something I love. Like, man, you give me a blanket, look, I'm like a kid in the candy store, because I will rub up, especially Christmas time, because I like Christmas movies too. So if he gets you off kilter and get you from doing anything that get you off track, it said it just like this. Anybody that's doing the will of the God. So those of you have now made a decision to follow Christ and do what's right. Here it is. Dr. June, you heard it right here from the good doctor. She said, anybody. That means you, me, Courtney, Damon, Deborah, Mo, Teresa, Mother McKnight, Janelle, any of y'all. Who else on here? Margaret, Crystal, Keisha, any of y'all. He coming for you. Why? Mother Loretta, Tanya, he coming for you. Why? Because he don't want you to get to your destiny. Andrea, he don't want you to get to your destiny. So when you doing the will of the Lord and you try to do what's right, and you walk, and don't mess around and tip over there and get into your purpose. Oh my God. Listen, as they say, listen, Linda, listen. Listen, listen, listen. Yes, yes, yes. And I see, okay, you are bouncing back. Okay. Look, Margaret say, listen, she bouncing back. So we thank God for Margaret, y'all. Y'all continue to lift Margaret up, and let God continue to use her as she in her bounce back. Because see, we got to get his peace, and Matthew 5:7, and Damon already put it up for us. He got it in the KJV, and this is something that Jesus said. This is part of the Beatitudes. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Now you know I got the children Bible. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are called the children of God. Now let me go over here. Let me get it geared up. Are you a peacemaker? That's what I just want to know. Because he said, blessed are the peacemakers. Are you keeping peace? I want you to ponder on that. Ponder on that. Am I keeping peace? Am I part of the problem, or am I keeping peace? That's what you got to start thinking about. Because let me tell you, we studying the books of the pigs in the parlor. And baby, it ain't for the faint at heart. Hear me? As they say, hear me, hear me, hear me when I say, hear me when I say, it's not for the faint at heart. And when I tell you that it has been shaking me, um, It has really let me know, baby, get yourself together. Good morning, Dr. B. We got VA is representing this morning. And let me tell you this, it ain't no joke. I mean, let me tell you, listen, I know that's right. She said the enemy be coming after her, but honey, let it get ghost. So we know that God is able to do all these things. So in chapter verse 9, chapter 5, Matthew, in the Genesis, those who bring peace, it's so epic, bro, sis, because they totally be known as the God Squad. So if we're gonna be known as the God Squad, and we're gonna keep we are, it said, blessed are the peacemaker. Lit. I know it be like that sometimes. Good morning, Rosa. So good to see you. She said the pigs in the it's make it's it my lord, it's earth shaking. I'm trying to tell you that pigs in the parlor, baby. She said, I was the problem. Now I'm the peace. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. So if you all get a chance today, don't forget, post your song. If you can't get the link quite right, give me the name of the song and the artist, send it to me, or post it, send it to me. And I will post it right here, and then I'll come back, and then I'll go and I'll tag it so we can get our arsenal about this piece, because it's necessary, it's needful. And when I tell you that pigs in the parlor let me know some things that I thought I was at peace with, some things I thought I had long gone and let go. And I'm telling you, it is letting me know there's some things, there's some spirits, not even just some things. There's some spirits that won't let go, and tries to reattach to each other things. And so when you start thinking about rejection, and that thing hit me like a ton of bricks. And so when you think about rejection and all the things that come with that, and then you start looking at the different bodies of in that thing, y'all, and that's when when you can be at peace even in the midst of being rejected. They rejected Jesus. So who am I? Who am I to say that I don't think that I don't I don't get I'm exempt. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I get all hyped up that I'm exempt from this. And I'm not, because when we have truth that slap me right down. So it's like, you know what? You said you wanted to be free. you know i that was one of my things this week. I'm gonna free her. And so there are some things that she got to get freed from. And I'm telling you, when you do the assignment and do the work, I mean, and really do the work, I'm telling you. And of course, that quiet storm got me too. Y'all know how that go. So true peace isn't just absent from, good morning, V. So good to see you. Isn't just absent from conflict, meaning you're not going to have any troubles. That means that you're not going to have those kind of troubles and tribulations. But it's just, when you do, you can have the peace of God to go with it if you follow the instruction. It said, blessed are the peacemakers, for we shall be called the children of God. So if we carry the heart of the Father, listen, we are not, come on here, Mother Dorothy, say, listen, we are not exempt, because if the devil could fool the very elect, come on here. Lucifer had it made, and then he messed around and let jealousy and envy get in that heart. And see, when you get jealousy and you get envy and you get all these other things, you can't be at peace. And then you'll start reacting. So when we start thinking about the heart of the Father, and being calm where there's chaos, because right now our world is in complete chaos. In case y'all didn't know, news flash, we are in chaos. It's crazy. Like, They keep calling and do all this, and get everybody's personal phone numbers and all this other stuff, and we don't know what we gonna happen, and we may get called into this emergency meeting, and they didn't call it a meeting, the emergency town hall, to let us know whether or not we going to work tomorrow. I mean, I'm like, you know what, God, I have to be at peace. I have to know that I got to trust you even in this. Like, do I have millions stored up? Mm-mm. Am I gonna am I a little nervous? Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm not nervous, but I'm not gonna fret. Like, it is a little like, okay. Then it's like, okay, well, you just have to pace yourself and do, you know how they say pull back and store up. You know what I mean? So now it's like, you know what? Now I'm seeing, okay, I got you. I'm not gonna be scared, but I'm not gonna be out here just wilding out either. So we have to remember, I told you yesterday, he said, store up, start preparing, store. I didn't know why, for what, another, but God. So we have to watch. He said, yep, you better know it. He said, watch, uh, you better watch and pray and believe, and I believe God. And you better believe it. And so when we start thinking about what the enemy does, he's very well on his job. And so if he can get us from not being at peace, because we learned yesterday, Isaiah 26:3 said he will keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. So before we can bring peace to anybody else or anyone else, we have to then bring it back and have inner peace within us. You can't tell nobody about no peace if you ain't got no peace in your heart, because it's anchored being in the presence of God. And I said, you know what, God, you are, it's like he's slow walking me down, if y'all understand that. And he's pulling me away from some things and some people and some stuff, that sometimes you feel like, I just got to do this, I need to do this, I should do this, but he's saying, you ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna move you this way. And you have to be okay when God start moving you and rearranging some things. It's okay. Like she said, pull back and store up. That's our part. And so when famine come, like what Joseph had told Pharaoh, when I told you I had went over to Repentance Church, and that betrayal thing, it's still been lingering on me. Like, sometimes when you are betrayed, then you can easily be offended. Then you can easily not walk in God's peace. See how you want to get me to sneezing and coughing and going on. He just mad because he don't want this to come out, because he don't he upset because, one, he really wanted me to just keep sleeping and stay with the good deacon, and I said no, not so. And so when we start thinking about that, peace begins within, and we have to start it, we have to activate it, and we have to keep it ever before us. So when the enemy comes, because it's not like if he comes. So when the enemy come, because he coming, especially if you walking upright. Now, if you ain't walking upright and you ain't doing the right things of God, and you're not doing whatever God's calling you to do, and you just sit back doing whatever you want to do, then he probably ain't bothering you. Then you might not have to worry about anything. But if you're walking in what God is calling you to do, this thing calls purpose. And remember, the purpose that we're walking in is not for us. He got us on this earth because there is a lot of people that's in our assignment. Type in here, I have an assignment. Yeah, let's put in I have an assignment. I have not just an assignment, I have a God given assignment. And I need to get to my destiny. Like, you have a God given assignment and you need to get to it. But if we're not at peace within ourselves and with one another, we're not going to get to what God has for us. Because guess what? Peace also speaks words that heal. I have a God given yes, you do, Anastasia. So good to see you this morning, my sister from Winston. I have a God given assignment and I need to get to it. Because that's right, Mo. That's right, Mother Dorothy. Put it in there. Because when you put I have, I mean, then you start it puts feet to it. It begins to let God know, okay, I understand my assignment. That's why the enemy fights so many of us so bad, because you have an assignment. You're anointed to do what God got for you. You're anointed to do it. And that's why he's trying to keep you from getting to whatever it is. Because if he stops you, that's going to stop somebody else. And that somebody's going to stop. It's a whole domino effect. So if he stops us from where we need to get to our God given assignment, if he have us all yoked up in uh, I'm and unforgiveness and not treating one another right, acting funny, being offended, all these other things, holding on rejection, feeling like you're not good enough. If he gets us stuck there, bam, he got us. And keep saying, I have a God given assignment. You're anointed to do what he has called you assigned to do. And that's what you have to keep telling yourself. Lord, I'm anointed. Take charge, a charge to keep. I have God to glorify. That's right. It's a charge, y'all. It's a really, if y'all could see what I can see in some of y'all that's on this call, my God, you have an assignment, okay? And you have to walk in it. And the more battles you have, and the more that it gets you to break free from your own insecurities and your own self-doubt that makes you think you can't. You better say, Dr. B says, soon speak life as soon as you wake up, as soon as you hit the floor. Well, Lord, we thank you. I have life, I have breath in my body, and there's purpose for me because you woke me up this morning. Because guess what? If he didn't have nothing for you to do, you could just sleep on, baby. You could just sleep on. So the fact that you still here this morning, you up and you listening to me, that means, okay, God still got work for me to do. Because when there is no more work for you to do, when your time is up, baby, that's it. And so when you think about that peace it begins within, and then it speaks words that heal. For Proverbs 15:1 says this: a gentle answer turneth away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. Peacemakers use their words to calm the storm. Okay, you using them to calm the storm, not stir it up. I got to say that again for me because I'm sitting way in the back. You got to calm the storm. Okay, we can't pop off. I can't pop off. Choose to be peace. As my friend Tamiko says, peace over frustration. Because a soft answer, that's what it says in the KJV, but it says a gentle answer, turn away. If we are calm, we are cool and collective. And then when we choose gentleness, even when our emotions get where they want to rock. And sometimes menopause will have you at a rock. And ain't nobody said nothing but walk past you in the wind of them walking. Okay? We have to begin to let God keep us, teach us, and say, just like he said when he calmed the storm yesterday, peace be still. Another day above earth is another opportunity to showcase. You better know it. Even in a storm, you said it. Listen, calm. Let's call it a triple C, honey. Calm, cool, and collective. Don't be no high head. Okay? Don't be no high head. We have to make sure that our words shift the atmosphere, and shift the atmosphere in a good way. Because we can shift an atmosphere, but we want to make sure that it's in a good way. And so when we start thinking about these things, we need to be the bridge that gets people to where they need to be. A bridge that's going to keep them going right on when the storms and the waves of life is coming up. They just got to be that bridge. Baby, just walk on cross it. I see the water, I see the waves hitting. Don't be a barrier. Be a bridge. Don't be some of us can be a bearer of bad news. Every time we got gloom, despair, and everything. Romans 14 and 19 says this. Let us therefore make every effort to do what leads to peace and to mutual edification. Let me tell you something. This is the God's heavenly truth. Our words will definitely shift our attitude, and our nonverbal stuff too can come in there, and you can have and sometimes you may not even realize it, that your facial expressions, the Lord ain't saved them yet. And you have to be very, very careful when you in the limelight. When I say limelight, when you in leadership and when people look to you, and they expect leaders to behave. Okay, can I say that again for the people in the back and for me that's sitting there like, ooh, I am a leader and people is watching. I went over to another church, and like I said, several people over there said, "Oh, I seen you on your podcast. I see you you doing such an excellent job." And I said, "Well, Lord, I didn't even know, I got over, I got over 10,000 friends, and I'm speaking it into 10,000. So I forget that you got all these people following you, and maybe though maybe people may not say nothing, but a lot of people come back on the replay. A lot of people just sitting in silence, because they're at work or they driving, and they listen to me going on in, and so they can't type and they can't do some of the things, but they're listening and they're watching, and then I can't be nowhere acting the whole fool, and people watching me and be like, oh, that's so and so. Did you see how she act? Did you hear what she said? We are a living book. And so we have to make sure that everywhere we go, listen. And sometimes that's the problem. We looking a certain kind of way. We talking kind of way. We acting a kind of way. We got respect the persons. We turning up and looking crazy. And I'm telling, good morning, Reverend Penny. So I said, God, help me. Because even if, and I'm going to tell you about me. If I can't help you, I sure ain't going to hurt you. And if I know I can't respond and be right, baby, I won't participate, because I want to be able to be genuine and everything that I say and do. And if I can't be genuine and can't be showing the right things, I will skip out. I will. We are written epistles, yes, read and known of men. And so we have to make sure that we are doing the right thing. And so we need to continue to be intentional. And so those of you all that are tuning in or came in or not ready for sure what we were doing yesterday's assignment was, what songs do you listen to help you get through and keep you at peace, keep you at joy? Because we've been talking about love, joy, and peace is the first three of fruits of the spirit that we've been talking about. And so we're ending up with peace, and then tomorrow we'll start another set. And so we want to know, when the storms of life come, what is a song that keep you going? And I got a musical note. I should have downloaded it on here. Um, I'll do it tonight and have it. But it's a note, little sign that says, hold on. I think it's like, what? How do you? It might just say peace. Give me a minute. And but well, no, the story probably gone. So let me see. I got it in my little. Um, Is Peace in the Storm. And it's got a record and a microphone and musical notes. and it looks like this. So if you see that post on my personal page, that's where you go and post your song up under there. And if you can't figure it out, text me, give me your song. Mother Robin text me a few songs and I saw them, so I gotta go find them because her link didn't link, so I could just drop them in there. So put them in there, and then we can get our arsenal and some of these young folks that I hang out with, because I hang out with some of the young people, keep me a little young. They'll help me show me how to make it all into a playlist, and I'll have everybody's songs and everybody things that everybody contribute, and then I will send it to you. And then everybody has a little arsenal that in the midst of something, when the enemy try to come in and get you, um, yes, okay, I see you, Mother Dorothy. I'll get it and pull it and tag it in there. So when you can click on one of those songs, you can begin to sing some songs and that's God. Mine, y'all know, let go, let God. When I stop worrying about things that might have been, I let go and I let God. Let God have his day. Y'all know, let go, let God. Y'all know I every now and then I'll hum a little bit. But yeah, so we're doing that. And so then today, what my call for action is, and this, we back here again. And let me tell you something. It says think of a relationship or the environment that needs peace today. So if it's at work or if it's a relationship, what steps can you take through this? Is it making this a matter of prayer? Is it that you got to do some forgiveness, and some forgiveness got to take place? Or is it some communication? Maybe it's just a miscommunication, and maybe you just need to kind of talk this thing out, and maybe it was just a misunderstanding conversation, and there's no need to get rid of a whole relationship because of that. Maybe it's just maybe it's a conversation that need to be had that can bring you to that peace in that space or with that person. Write it down, write that thing down. Cause I'm wondering, has anybody went to the person that they couldn't love? Y'all thought I forgot. I didn't. And so the Lord has been working on me. So I have been reaching out to the individual and trying to make sure that I, show some love and begin to walk in that forgiveness. Because the forgiveness is not for them, it's for me. And so I have to continue to walk in God's love. And so right now I know that we need peace on our job. And so anytime when I'm talking to anybody today, and we don't know what this afternoon gonna bring, and we don't know that anyway. Like God could come and rapture us right now. And so when we get ready to do our bidding here in this earth, we have to know that we're continuing with God's peace and God's love. And so we have to um make sure that we're in good standing. So be intentional. We're sowing peace this week. We're gonna sow peace even when a situation get tight, get tough. Walking in forgiveness is real. You better say it. I'm gonna put that up on the screen so everybody can see that for the people in the back. you know and so let's remember that God is with us. And so we have to begin to ask God to help us walk in his peace. And so, you know, I feel led to pray. Now, Father, we thank you this morning. We thank you for what you're doing in our lives. And God, we thank you, God, that we're not only going to show peace, we're going to walk in peace. We're going to be the peacemaker. And so, Father, fill our hearts with your peace so that we can carry it into every situation, every circumstance that we may be in. Help us to respond right, Father, in your love, God, in your grace, in your patience, with wisdom, God. And God, may our action reflect the character of you, and that we draw others to you. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. So, God, I just thank you. Yes, hear my prayer. That is a good song. Y'all, I felt led to pray this morning. And so our affirmation today is, I bring peace where there is chaos and love where there is division. So whenever anybody get ready to keep saying something to you, I bring peace wherever there's chaos and love where there is division. Because when we can begin to put peace in the midst of chaos, and somebody put that in the chat, I bring calm where there is chaos, and love where there's division. I'm sorry, I said that all backwards. I got all twisted up. And the word is yes and amen. Yes, I bring calm. I said peace, but we could calm or peace where there is chaos, and love where there's division. And that's when we know that we are God's chosen ones. Okay, we know that we are His. We know that we are His. We are one of His disciples here on the earth, and so we have to definitely continue to walk in peace. So let's choose peace today. We're choosing peace over frustration. And I see y'all, because we got 3 minutes to turn left and get ready for the sister circle. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. I'm not fooling with the good deacon. I'm gonna be on time. Me and him gonna have a serious conversation, and I'm gonna let him know it's over. Don't come back this way no more, because I'm choosing peace, honey.
Now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you mean.